The calls for justice continuing after a Dallas police officer is arrested for manslaughter.
Why some think not enough has been done.
We want this to stop. We really would like to feel served and protected by the blue. That's what we're calling for.
We started forward with breaking news regarding the deadly shooting of a man inside his own home. Hi, I'm Kristen Severance in for Gilma Avalos.
And I'm Ken Molestina. Botham Jean died last week when a Dallas police officer entered his apartment mistaking it for her own and then opened fire. Now, in the last hour, CBS 11 has obtained court documents that show what Officer Amber Guyger told responding officers in the moments after the shooting.
We have team coverage for you this afternoon. We start with J.D. Miles, who has that court document. J.D.
Kristen, we know now from that just released arrest affidavit that there were words spoken, at least by Amber Guyger, before those shots were fired, killing Botham Jean. The officer reportedly shouted, quote, verbal commands that were ignored. Now, some people will take issue with that because Jean was inside his own apartment at the time and minding his own business when he was suddenly confronted with a gun. The affidavit begins with information we've already reported. Officer Amber Guyger parked on the 4th floor of the parking garage instead of the 3rd floor of the Southside Flats where she lives, sending her down a walkway mistakenly to the wrong apartment directly above her. The affidavit says she tried to use an electronic key, but noticed the door was ajar already and walked inside, quote, believing she had encountered a burglar. Guyger told investigators it was, quote, completely dark inside the apartment when she noticed a, quote, large silhouette and drew her firearm before, as we said earlier, giving those verbal commands that she says were ignored. The report says she fired twice, hitting Jean in the chest. When she turned the lights on, Guyger says she made the horrible discovery that she was in the wrong apartment and called 911. Of course, Jean was taken to Baylor Hospital where he died from those 2 gunshot wounds to the chest. Whether this affidavit that was just released helps or hurts the officer's explanation of all this is something we'll have to wait and see. Certainly a lot of people have been demanding an explanation of what happened, and today at least we got the officer's side of it for the first time. Live in Dallas, J.D. Miles, CBS 11 News.
All right, J.D., thank you very much. Well, today the Dallas County District Attorney updated the community on the charges against Officer Amber Guyger, while Jean's family called for more transparency. Our Steve Pickett joining us live now with what they had to say. Steve?
Well, as you know, the district attorney's office, DA Faith Johnson, this case is now in her hands, even with these revelations from this arrest warrant that this officer claims that she gave some warning that, in her words, were ignored. The DA presumably would know this because they've already had this information transferred to them. Initially, as you know, this case passed on to the Texas Rangers from the Dallas Police Department. So what more will the DA's office essentially find? We were told today DA investigators listened to an interview completed by Officer Amber Guyger regarding the details of this shooting. But Faith Johnson said today they will seek more details before sending this case to a grand jury. Johnson tried to take the reins of the case essentially by standing next to Botham Jean's mother and say her office will thoroughly investigate this case. What that essentially means is, will she examine beyond the claim that Amber Guyger committed manslaughter when she shot Jean in his own apartment, incorrectly thinking that he was an intruder of her apartment. Faith Johnson said murder could be a charge of consideration. Yes, murder could be a consideration for the grand jury.
The ultimate decision in terms of what this charge will be presented to the grand jury. Faith Johnson, your Dallas County District Attorney, has taken on this case. And believe me, we will make certain that justice is done in this case.
We also asked the DA today about body cam. As you know, Amber Guyger, when she went to the 4th floor of this building, she had her uniform on. We were told, however, when she completed her duties as a police officer, she turned in that body cam. It was not on when she shot this man. Ken?
There was a point, Steve, that was made over the weekend and even into today, so it begs the question, does the family right now, do they have confidence that this officer is being investigated like any other shooting suspect?
I think the easy answer may be no. We heard their voices again today from the mother and her attorneys, the mother of this victim and her lawyers regarding all of that, specifically trying to address their issue of more questions that they say they need answers for. Listen.
What we want I'm not satisfied that we have all the answers. And the number one answer that I want is what happened.
That from Allison Jean earlier today. We were told by this DA's office, because of their specific investigators who are aligned with looking at officer-involved shootings, expect them to directly question this officer involved. Reporting live, Steve Pickens, CBS 11 News.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We should let you know, folks, that Officer Guyger is on paid administrative leave during this investigation. The group, Mothers Against Police Brutality, is now calling on Dallas Police Chief Renee Holt to fire her. It released a statement saying, in part, quote, regardless of how the case is ultimately decided in court, this officer has forfeited any right to serve on the Dallas police force.
Leaders of the faith community today calling for prayer, action, and advocacy as the case moves forward. There are also ongoing shows of support for Botham Jean's family. Robbie Owens is at police headquarters, where we're told another rally is planned for tonight.
Well, Kristen, I have spoken to a lot of people today and heard a lot of different reasons for why people still feel this need to come together. I think the underlying message is that the loss of this young man has impacted this community intensely, and no one is in the mood to stay silent. For the African American Pastors Coalition, their first step was to raise united voices in prayer across denominations. These pastors gathered at police headquarters today to pray for the Jean family, for the city, for the police chief, and the elected leaders who will be tasked with delivering justice during these anxious times. These pastors tell us that many in their congregations are angry, anxious, and will not remain silent in the face of another senseless death.
We want justice and for it to stop happening, for officers to stop using their privileges in wrong ways. Yeah, we'd love for this to be the end of it and not have to deal with these over and over again. That's part of the frustration that our churches and communities feel, that it's been happening far too much, and it's a tragedy every time it occurs.
Now, these faith leaders tell us that they were in regular communication with both Police Chief Hall and the mayor's office even prior to last week's shooting. So they tell us they are tapping into those existing relationships now. They are being kept informed. And it is those relationships, they say, that they are counting on to make sure that the concerns in their communities are heard. And we will continue that conversation tonight at 6. Reporting live at Dallas Police Headquarters, Robbie Owens, CBS 11 News.